How's it going, everybody? Shockwave984 here. Today's going to be a movie collection video, and this is going to be on another big series of films. There are 6 total, and that is Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. So first up, we have the regular editions for Lord of the Rings. These are like your basic Blu-ray editions. There you see the Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah, it is another one like with Harry Potter that I've wanted to talk about for quite a while. I was thinking of maybe doing a live stream of this, but then I decided no, let's just go ahead and do a regular unboxing video for it. Now this one is the theatrical version. It's not the extended one. And then, so you have the Blu-ray, which has the movie, trailers, a little bit of stuff. And then the DVD, which has a bunch of special features. You get documentaries, interviews, featurettes, all that stuff. Alright. And then on the left, you have the DVD. On the right, you have the Blu-ray. Hey, guys. Alright. And then next up, we have the Two Towers. So these are the versions that we had besides the DVD ones, because we do have these on DVD as well. As far as Blu-ray goes, these are the only ones that we had before we got another edition, which I'll get to in a little bit. Okay. You see all the special features. Get a lot of stuff for Lord of the Rings. This series of movies is, man, it was huge when it came out. Lots and lots of work went into this. Yeah, Peter Jackson as the director and stuff, and he just did a marvelous job with this. Here is the final film, Return of the King, as far as the initial trilogy goes. And this is a steelbook. All 3 of them got like steelbooks like this. It's got a nice kind of shiny feel, or rough kind of feel to it, like matte finish. And there's the back. And on the inside, yeah, it is one of those basic ones where there's nothing on no inside artwork. Here's the regular Blu-ray, and then you have the DVD. And quality is very, very good. These films look amazing. These did get a 4K release. We don't have that for the initial 3 or The Hobbit. Here's the back. The backing for the Return of the King. And a nice sunny day, so got some great lighting. Hopefully things are turning out good. At Gollum, excellently played by Andy Serkis. The cast in general is just amazing. Very, very good. So these ones, even if you're just looking for like the basic, like theatrical versions, these work just fine. But there is another edition that has way more to it, and that is this one. The extended editions. There you see the One Ring, which Frodo has to go to Mount Doom to destroy. And then here's the spine. There's the back. Now this is a, I guess you could say limited edition or like collector's version, because there is another one like this, but it doesn't open up like this. It's like the side is open, and then you just have the cases and you just take them out. There's also one for The Hobbit that's like this, and then you have a regular one too that came out. Okay. So on the inside here you have a map of Middle Earth. You get to see all the different places the Fellowship travels to, different lands that we see in the films. And here you have a picture. It's really cool. And then here are the cases. Let's go ahead and take these out. Alright. So first up we have Fellowship of the Ring. You get these nice black cases. You might find these separately by themselves. I don't think these were sold like that, not to my knowledge. I think you had to get the box sets in order to get these type of cases. And here you have the Blu-ray disc 1 and 2, because yeah, they did split them up, which is really good. And you have the appendices, which is a big, I would say documentary, pretty much. So you have parts 1 and 2, and then you have the Fellowship of the Ring behind the scenes. So way more special features. And the extended, this is 228 minutes. So yes, it is way longer, but well worth it. And you also get a booklet. I'll just show the first one here. You get some great line art right there. And it tells you about the appendices, the extended editions. And you also get a map. Talk about different characters, places. Really cool. Okay, so here are the discs. There are extended DVDs. I think those are the ones that we have. And I remember they actually had a break in between. So the first two are the film. There's the appendices part 1 from book to vision. There's part 2. And then here is more behind the scenes. So yeah, very good stuff. Definitely check out the extras. They are awesome. Alright, next up is Two Towers. And yeah, as I was saying, Peter Jackson and them just did an amazing job with this. The effects are great. The set design was awesome. The battle scenes, because you had the big speeches, the charges. Helm's Deep was great. Battle at the, what is it? Is it the Black Gate? Yeah, when I get to Mordor. You see more extras and stuff there. Just excellent all around. And Fellowship of the Ring, that really set the tone for the journey. And it's amazing. Also, you get some nice art on each disc. Yeah, so there are extended edition DVDs. There's other box sets that you can get. There's limited editions. There's other steelbooks. There's many different versions of both Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films too. So here is Return of the King. The extended. So yeah, these are the versions that I would recommend. That way you get the full experience. And yes, they are much longer, but it is well worth it. And the quality on the Blu-rays is amazing. Very good. Hats off to the people who worked on the transfers. Because before we got the basic ones, and then this one, we just had the DVDs, which look fine. But these are way better. Sound is great. The music is awesome. The visuals, very nice. Just great all around. Alright. So yeah, if you happen to find this, you might notice this maybe secondhand a lot. Just kind of be careful with pricing. Now, as far as getting this new in store, I don't think you might be able to find it. I know I found the regular version of this and the Hobbit at Best Buy a lot, where it's just the side is open and you just pull out the cases. But if you happen to find this one, I picked this one up. You get a little, few more extras. Really cool. Alright, so that does it for the initial trilogy that came out. And then we got word that there was, they were going to do a series of films based on his first book, The Hobbit, which, was before Lord of the Rings. So first up we have The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey. These are the Blu-ray, 3D, Blu-ray, DVD, and ultraviolet digital copy. These we found secondhand. And you see Gandalf. See the leaves and stuff kind of moving. It's really cool. Alright, here is the spine. And then here is the back. Includes 10 production videos. There's this story details right there. So this tells the story of Bilbo Baggins and their adventures, or his adventures with Gandalf and stuff. And of course they encounter, you know, Smaug, this dragon. You have these different kinds of orcs. There's bigger armies and stuff, like other things that happen. Alright. And then open this up. So you have part 1 on 3D and also part 2. So it's really good they separated them. I just think that's awesome. Now the regular one is just a single Blu-ray, and then you have these special features on another one, and then you have the DVD. Alright, so there goes the first film. And then we have the Desolation of... Now, I know it as Smaug, but I have heard it as Smaug. Yeah. You see another one. And that's left over from a sticker. So yeah, these I happen to find used. They were about, I think like $4 or $5 each. Which was not bad. So these ones we got new. The Lord of the Rings ones, the basic. And then also the collector's extended edition we also got new. Just so you guys know. Yeah. Okay, here's the back. More story details, and then yes, there you see Legolas. Now, this is... Oh, you also have another like featurette documentary, New Zealand, Home of Middle Earth, Part 2, which continues from Part 1. And this, and once again done by Peter Jackson. The 3D aspect is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. I remember seeing some different articles and stuff about it, because I want to say they played it in 3D later on. After, I think, its initial theater run. I wasn't sure if it was at the same time. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. You do have some scenes here and there that maybe aren't quite, you know, like the death isn't quite that good. But I think overall they did a pretty good job. Because I don't even think the original 3 has like a 3D version. Not that I'm aware of. Sorry, like that. Okay. Excuse me. And then last up, we have the Battle of the Five Armies. Now there is something with, I remember this title coming out for the final film. The epic conclusion to the Hobbit trilogy, as it says. There you see Martin Freeman. He plays Watson with Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Sherlock. It's pretty cool. And the title, because people were wondering why wasn't it called like the title of his book, which is There and Back Again. And I was kind of wondering that too. I mean, it was kind of a big deal when it came out. Because I think, honestly, yeah, that probably would have tied in better with like the other films. But I guess they, you know, decided not to call it that. Alright. Okay. That's the regular cover. And then here is 3D disc, part 1. There's part 2. Here is the basic one, special features, and the DVD. Okay, so that does it for the 3D versions. And these ones, I think you could still get them new. But I happen to find all 3 of them used for pretty cheap with their covers. And yeah, there's other editions of these. Now, these are not the extended versions. These are the basic theatrical editions. So yeah, just be aware of that, but there are extended ones. And here is the, so before the 3D ones, I actually got these new as they were coming out. The extended editions of The Hobbit, where you get these, nice kind of boxes. And get a nice picture on the front. And we do have the backing, so I'll show it in a second. Okay. Because like Lord of the Rings, they had like their basic edition, and then the extended, they came out later. And you also have the black cases, which is awesome. Glad they continued that. Alright. So here you have the appendices, which does continue from Lord of the Rings. So it is really cool. The Chronicles of the Hobbit Part 1. There's Part 8, Return to Middle-earth. So yeah, that long, like, documentary type stuff. Very, very good. The special features are awesome. Alright, so that one has the movie. And then, yeah, so the extended for these ones, I don't think they're nearly as long as, like, the initial 3. So yeah, they fit them all on one disc. Yeah, because even when I watch them, they don't seem as long. Yeah. Alright. Here's the backing. It's just Blu-ray and digital. And then here's that. So yeah, Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit in general, just really, really good films. You do have some that work better than others. It's really hard to choose like which one is like your favorite, especially after watching, because I want to say I saw the original 3 all in theater, which was awesome. It was amazing. So here is the Desolation of Smaug, and then I'll just show these real quick. And here is the Battle of 5 Armies, and then I'll show the cases in a second. And the Hobbit films, I think we just saw the first one in theater. Yeah, that's the one that I recall. And then the others we saw later. They're okay. I think it was kind of odd that they went backwards. Because at the time of Lord of the Rings, I didn't know, because I haven't read any of the books, that here's the Desolation of Smaug. Is that the Hobbit came first. There's also like these old animated films. I think I remember seeing a couple of those, yeah. There's the front, here's the back. Okay, there's the disc. 2 Blu-rays, or the movie, and then here are the appendices. Oh, and you also get some more cool artwork on all the disc. Alright. And then, last up, the extended edition of the Battle of the 5 Armies. So there is a 3D extended version where it's pretty much like this in this box, and you have a different picture, and it's another lenticular. So you might find those. I have found a couple of them like that, but I already have these ones, so yeah. There's also steelbooks. There's digipacks and digibooks. Many, many different editions, just like the original trilogy. All right, which is really cool. I think they, earned it. And yes, there is a box set like the. Oops, I'm dropping stuff. Here it is. Make sure I don't lose it. So there is a version of The Hobbit like this where it opens up. And the current one that's out, the more common one, is open and you just pull the cases out. Alright. So if you can find that for a decent price, I say pick it up because it is pretty nice. Alright, so you have here at Journey's End, which is part 12 of the appendices. You also get commentaries, New Zealand, Home of Middle-earth, Part 3, because that's pretty much where they filmed it. And I believe that's where Peter Jackson is from, yeah. And it's just beautiful. The locations, the sets are great. Effects are cool. And, you know, the costume work and, you know, the battles are great. That's some great artwork right here. Look at that. That is cool. Alright, so that does it for our entire Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movie collection. And, okay, so now let's go ahead and display a bunch of these. Yeah, this is another one that I wanted to talk about for quite a while. And, but then I found, like, these 3D editions for the Hobbit. I was like, hey, I want to check these out. And they're not bad. Actually, really good. Okay, so there goes those. And then we'll put Turn of the King right there. And then Lord of the Rings right there. Alright, so there they are. All look good together. And yeah, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think of all these films? The initial 3, you know, Fellowship, Two Towers, Return of the King, also Unexpected Journey, Desolation of Smaug, and The Battle of the Five Armies. Do you guys think they should have went with There and Back Again? I think that title probably would have worked better. It just seems to fit. Like, you know, it all ties back to his book. I think that would have been awesome. Also, what do you guys think of the extended editions for all these films compared to their theatrical ones? The 3D, you know, if you have that, feel free to let me know. I think it's pretty good. You know, glad I was able to find all of them. And, yeah, it's great series of movies. And there's also, I mentioned it a bit, yeah, there was some old animated films. I think there was one for The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. I'm not sure if there was other films, maybe different versions. But yeah, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And with that, I'll see you guys next time.